Yo guys, what is going on? Insanity coming back at you today with some more Division news, and right now we're going to go ahead and do a nice little state of the game recap for June 22nd, 2017. And right now I really just wanted to go ahead with you guys and just try and talk a little bit about how things are going to be changing with the brand new update 1.7, what's being added, what's changing, and what this new brand new addition to the game that is going to change the way that you work your loadouts and also the way that you try and keep your inventory alive, because we have a brand new tier of gear for you to go ahead and try and add on to your character, and that is the new classified gear sets. Now, this is going to be a full-on extension of the already existing 256 gear, and this is actually a really unique item. It's going to change the way that you play, only because it's going to offer new 5 and 6 piece bonuses that we haven't had before. There's been a lot of talk that people have been wanting full 5 and 6 piece sets, and I think this is about time they finally, answer the call, and we have an opportunity to go ahead and have some really unique and different builds that we've never had before. The 5th piece bonus is going to try and alter and try and buff that 2 and 3 piece bonus that's already existing, while the 6 piece bonus is going to take the entire set as a whole and go, you know what? How does this become the most ultimate version of itself to be much more badass? Like a really good example of that would be the 6 piece reclaimer, that whenever the support station gets destroyed, you can instantly put one down. There is no more cooldown waiting to go ahead and put that sucker down. So you're always constantly able to heal yourself and your teammates, and I think that is absolutely phenomenal. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. The next thing that I really wanted to go ahead and talk about when it comes to this classified gear is how it's actually changing a little bit. We're so used to the 1272 stat as being a max, you can sit there and go to yourself, well, what's so great about this gear? Well, for the very first time, it's going to offer a little bit higher of a roll. So you're not going to be stuck with that 1272 cap. You can go to 13, 14. And there's not an exact number just yet. They're still working on it, and we hope to find out exactly what that's going to be once we get hands-on with some of this gear in the 1.7 PTS. That is coming soon, and yes, it is coming to consoles. There's just not a date at this time. But here's another kicker. There's been something out there that a lot of people have been asking for quite some time to try and make it so that you can have the most ultimate piece of gear of all time. And what is that? Classified gear is going to give you the ability for the very first time, the opportunity to recalibrate 2 things. So you're not stuck on making that one ultimate decision. So if you really want this to be a firearms and stamina piece, or if you want it to be an electronics and stamina piece, if you want to mess with the mid max or mess with the major and mess with a stamina, you can do this stuff. I think it's absolutely great that we finally have that chance. We've been waiting for that for so long. It's about time. Next thing I want to go ahead and talk to you guys about is the global events. The global events are going to offer unique ways to try and get these classified gear pieces for sure. By completing the global events and taking part in that, you have a chance to get 3 pieces from that. But also, once the global event is over, whatever was in the global event as one of the set pieces is going to be thrown into the loot pool. So everybody still has an opportunity to go ahead and get that, even if they're not taking part in the global event from the month before. So that's how it's all going to work out. Yes, classified gear is all up to the crazy world of RNG. We all know that it's crazy, it's mean, it's not fun, but we all know it's kind of like that risk meets reward situation where when you finally get something, it feels really, really good. Other than that, guys, I mean, that's pretty much going to be the gist of it. Final Measure's getting a nice little buff with the 6 piece. The bug where Final Measure is no longer going to defuse friendly grenades, which is a big plus. Seekers are getting a little bit of a change in the PTS as well, so we're going to see some changes with Air Burst, but we're also going to see some changes with the unmodified version of the Seeker as well. There's going to be a lot of stuff coming out over the next couple of weeks with patch notes and things like that. Once the whole full patch notes list comes out for the PTS, it's going to be pretty overwhelming, and there's going to be a lot of stuff to see. The last thing I wanted to go ahead and touch on is these caches that you can get over in the terminal from the new vendor that you can get from using the tokens that you earn from the global events. If you decide to pick the highest tier cache, you're almost guaranteed to get yourself a classified gear piece, and that is something that a lot of people should try and strive for. There's no clue how much these things are going to cost yet until we probably go hands-on with it in the PTS, but they also did say they are going to be giving us a bunch of classified gear pieces to go ahead and play with to make sure that this stuff can become a little bit more balanced and everything gets tested in the PTS so that they're not just going in blind with 1.7 and they're not having you farm for pieces and leaving it up to RNG for you to test anything. So if you're worried about that, you have no worries there. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much going to go ahead and make a full roundup of everything that went down during the during the state of the game today. We're still waiting for an official PTS announcement. There should be something coming soon. Hopefully we'll get some more news next week, but that's pretty much going to be it, guys. Are you going to give up your Barrett's chess piece to run a 6-piece or a 5-piece? What are you going to give up? Are you excited for these new changes? I can't wait to see what the new Striker build has to offer, how it's going to work with Reclaimer, and are they giving us a 6-piece exotic bonus? I have no idea. Let's hope they sneak that one in. Anyways, guys, that's going to be a full little roundup of what's to come in the classified gear set. Hopefully you enjoyed. Like if you haven't, sub if you're new, and if you're excited, what are you going to run? Let me know in the comments below. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.